I'm Kaitlyn Bristowe. Your session is now starting.
Erotic therapy.
Welcome to the... Hey everybody, it's Kaitlyn Bristowe. Welcome to Grape Therapy, where I have Kat back in the studio. We were both down and out, sick.
We were down
You
bad.
bounced back real quick.
Girl.
Real quick.
It was 30 hours I was in the bed. 30.
You said your hair hurt.
My hair, my fingernails, every single joint.
That's going, it's really, everything's just
I
going
had
around. You had the Rona. I did not.
Mm-hmm. Which I'm shocked because we'd been together. We sauna'd together.
I'm shocked too. Did Carly ever get
No.
sick? What?
She's kicking.
Wow.
I know.
Yeah, because we were literally all three of us in a sauna together. And then I was really scared that, we don't know like who got who sick.
Like who's patient zero?
Yeah.
It's probably one of my kids for my household.
Well, I was like mouth kissing Chandler the
Well.
other night. But I'm glad that him and Georgia feel fine, because I was like, if I ever made a child sick, I think I would hate myself.
Oh, I know. It's
But
terrible.
if anybody really hears me snotty or sounding gross, that's why. Even though I think this is my last day.
We're on the up. We're on the up.
We're on the up and up.
Yep.
So I feel like I'm always late to trends, whether it be TikTok, Instagram. Like I'm always like, okay, I'll do the whoa. Like, like 5 years later, I'm like, okay.
It's like I forgot about that one.
Well, everyone's doing their like, have you seen this? Everyone's doing like a throwback to 2020 right now. A lot of people are doing like the lockjaw. Yes. I'll probably do it in like 5 years. They'll be like, what's that song? Lockjaw. And it's what I look like in 2020, and then it's now, and everybody's like had the most amazing glow up.
Wow.
So now I'm like, well, I want to go back and look. But then I looked at what I look like in 2020. I was like, I was kind of fire then. I don't like
Fire
what I
then,
look
fire
like
now.
I'm like, I kind of want to go backwards. Lockjaw to 2020. But then I was like, okay, the ins and outs. I love this trend, but people are doing it for like the new year. But it's still the new year. Oh, it's February 1st.
Yeah.
When we're recording. But when you see this, I don't know what date it'll be. But I was like, I think it'll still be fun to do ins and outs.
We're still at the beginning of the year. We just got through the hardest month of the year.
I feel like we're in the Final Destination movie.
I know.
Like on the roller coaster, and it's about to break off and we're all going to die.
It certainly does feel a little bit like that.
And everyone was saying, I'm doing this really hard challenge where I just get through the month of January, or January 2025 is the longest year ever. And I felt like January went by like that.
Oh, no. I thought it was like I can't believe it's only February 1st. My sister sent me a meme, and it was a girl's hand holding an ice cream cone with like nasty colored ice cream, and then the background was a car that had just done donuts or like veered off the road in like sludge snow.
Yeah.
And it was that snow in the cone being like if January were a month, like dirty snow. And I was like, I
mean, a lot of bad shit happened in the world.
I know.
If I was like, can February just chill
like
out?
be like a new year.
But that's what I mean by Final Destination. I'm like, what is going on? It's so scary. But you were talking about ice cream. So I'm like, let's just jump into the ins and outs. Because for me, ice cream is an in. I've never liked ice cream.
But why? Well, I'm in. I've always been in with ice cream. But what?
You know what did it for me was Jenny's ice cream, the peppermint
White
chocolate chip.
Yep.
I ate it. And then I really like ice cream if I have an edible. I'm like, what is this cold
Treat.
haunting aroma in my mouth? I just love it. And then I'm just love ice cream. And it was a very like
moment. I see Jenny's is my least favorite.
What's your favorite?
Like tart, like chillin', like tart.
Oh yeah, I like tart
yogurt.
Too. Yeah, okay.
I want to pick my like flavor. I want to mix in what I
Jenny's
want.
has like 110.
I know, but it's too much. Like it'll be like
Brambleberry crumble,
chocolate granola bar, toffee butter pudding sticky cake, and I'm like, that's too much. Like let's simplify it. Let's do one. Let's do some sticky toffee blueberry muffin breakfast brunch cake loaf. It's too much
on a hot summer day.
Yes, simplify it.
I get it, but they do have simple ones too.
Not really.
I really like their lemon.
Oh,
I had half a pint last night of lemon.
Great.
Well, because I'm not drinking right now because I'm sick, so I'm like, I'm not drinking all the sugar, so I might as well eat it.
Second podcast you've had me on with no alcohols.
Oh,
That feels so bad for me.
I thought you had your watermelon juice.
But it's just watermelon water.
Well, we should do it one day when it's like at night.
Yeah.
Like we should have wine at night because being sick, I thought about it actually. I did think about having some rosé up here. You can.
Oh no, please. I'm good.
There's a plethora
I see.
of wine here. I don't know if you know, but I have a wine label.
So is wine in or out?
In.
Okay.
Tell me when, should we go back and forth or should I do all of mine and then you do all of yours?
No, because I think your list is probably going to be longer than mine.
Okay. So I'll just go.
So what's in? Ice cream.
Okay. Ice cream's in for me.
Okay.
This is funny because I wrote this one before and I wasn't wearing this jacket, but I said the color orange. And then this came in the mail. Yeah. And I was like, huh. And then I put it on. I was like, I really like the color. I like this color orange and I really like it paired with army. Like,
Well, yeah. I think that's a great combo.
like that.
I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Wait, I think we need to go back and forth.
Oh, okay.
Because if you do them all, then my list is going to look
Oh, that's
very
true.
piddly.
Okay, you go.
I hope mine are on the same. So let me back
It's
up.
okay if they're not on the same page.
We wrote our own ins and outs, and I
yes.
said, let's not tell each other. So we have no like
Yeah, I
guidelines.
have no idea what
so, like
your
this might be like
two ships passing in the night. Okay,
because
give
my
me an
end so far is red light therapy.
Oh, I was going to write that one down.
Really?
Yes, I didn't because my hyperbaric chamber that I was in this morning stopped and I stopped my list. But red light therapy, 100%.
Like I just feel like it's good for everything. I could sit. I love my red light therapy mask. We have a red light therapy wand, and I swear, if there's something like hurting me, and I put the red light wand on me, I'm like, it just draws oxygen to the area, and it's just like healing and wonderful.
It feels nice.
It's so relaxing.
I started believing in red light therapy when I was on Dancing with the Stars because this guy who is honestly, he was, I don't even know how to explain this man. He's a masseuse, but also a chiropractor, but also like a healer. I don't know how to explain him, but he was such a big believer in red light therapy. And so he wrapped it around my tendonitis like 3 times a week. And it definitely helped with the inflammation.
Oh, it's totally.
I feel like you and I are kind of on the same page with the ins because we're like, I have written down here in is like baby steps to clean girl.
My second one, clean
Stop.
lifestyle. And that's the one, Kaitlyn.
Oh, that's when you were telling me that you didn't want to tell me and you thought maybe people would be on board with this.
And here's why. I feel like cleaning up your life, like I don't know, I used to kind of look at it and be like, okay, that is so annoying. Like moms that call themselves crunchy moms, no hate, but I just was like, just kind of like tired of hearing it. And then I was like, wait, these people are onto something. We don't have to be weird about it.
Yeah.
But like changing like the 80-20 lifestyle, changing like.
What's the 80-20 lifestyle?
Like living 80% good and clean, 20% whatever. So I mean that a lot of times that is when you're referring to like your diet, like 80-20, like 80% clean, 20% like whatever you want.
Yes.
But I just feel like I've been so called, I don't know if it was once I had kids or what it was, but like just to like make a few changes.
Yeah, I think that's why, when on the internet, or even just in life, when something like bothers you and you don't know why, it's because you're just like intimidated by it or you like don't have enough information.
Don't know enough.
And you're like, that's annoying. I do it all the time. That's exactly the same. I felt the same way. I was like, ugh. And then I was like, I'll just make baby steps. So like now I'm doing clean deodorant.
Which one?
The Kosas.
The beach clean or whatever.
Whatever
the blue
one you
one?
told me to get. Yes.
Amazing.
I started using that. And I'm like trying to think. I changed my laundry detergent.
Too?
I changed. I don't know. I put in clean laundry detergent on Amazon and got whatever they said.
Okay, so everyone out there needs to try Dirty Labs because the one thing that I don't love about some of the clean things is it like takes the fun out of stuff. Like I want my laundry to smell good, but I don't want to be putting like gang sprinkles all in my, it's just like
sprinkles?
they have those like scent boosters and stuff. It's just like a lot on top of the pod. Gain.
I thought you said gang, like gang.
Oh, gang.
I was like gang sprinkles. That is definitely a Jenny's
Honestly,
ice cream
I'm getting
flavor.
that tonight.
gang sprinkles.
But the Dirty Lab smells so good. You use like a tiny capful.
Really?
And it's totally clean. But like my laundry smells clean. And I swear to God, it almost feels like my clothes feel cleaner. Like it's without all the extra like gunk that's in, I don't know. I love it.
Wow.
It's like the first clean detergent that I reach for that out of pure preference.
Good thing we're recording this and you're writing it down because I would like to get that.
Yeah, I'll tell you.
I don't know what I switched to, but I did it on Amazon. But dishwasher detergent, all cutting boards,
wood, Or stainless steel, do they say?
Stainless steel cutting boards?
No, I wouldn't like the sound of that.
Yeah, that I already went.
Okay, so like I'm good with wood. Throwing away all of our wooden kitchen utensils, not silicone, but the plastic.
Oh,
sorry,
yeah,
the black
replacing
plastic.
with wooden.
Replacing
throw
with
out
wooden.
the black plastic.
And I did that. Now my like drawers are kind of empty, but like it's great.
Yeah, you're purging at the same time.
Purging. What else? Oh, because what I was gonna say, this is one of the things I was thinking about last night is, you know, I'm in like the aesthetic world and I love good skincare, and that's kind of something that right now at this point in my life, I'm not like
20%
willing to get up.
Yeah, same.
So rather than taking all the good fun out of life, like focus on clean cosmetics.
Yeah.
And I do. Like
Is Victoria Beckham clean?
Yes.
Ah,
and honestly,
I love her makeup.
My favorite.
Oh, that's good to know. What foundation is clean?
That's the problem. My foundation, which I don't only like.
Yeah, you don't wear it very often.
But it's not clean.
Yeah, my skincare and my makeup.
I think Kosas.
I have like I keep using the word plethora, but I have a plethora of skincare and some of it's clean. So I'm like, ooh.
Yeah.
I really like Dime Beauty, their moisturizer.
Oh yeah.
And that's clean. So then I'm like, okay, well I'm using like serums that might not be, but then I'm putting out, does that cancel it out?
Surely. It has to, right? Science.
I'm trying to think of other little changes I'm making. Again, the 80-20 with drinking. That's why I was saying, you're like, is wine still an in? Wine is 110% still an in. That for me is in the 20% of something I don't think I'll ever give up is wine. But it's more, and Bailey and I talked about this on one podcast, is decentering alcohol. So like, I always am like, oh, I'm cooking, I'll have a glass of wine. Oh, I'm doing this. Oh, I'm going out, I'll drink. Oh, and that's still okay.
But like normalize just.
Like go have a soda water at dinner once and see how it feels.
Yeah, I think that's great.
But I'm still, wine will always, that's going to be in my 20% forever.
Yep.
And skin stuff.
Totally.
But hair too. I'm like, do you use clean hair products?
So I did for a little bit and it was fine. But no, the hair stuff I do.
Candles are bad too, aren't they?
Allegedly.
I love I'm a candle whore.
So I used to be, but I really have stopped.
Really?
Just because, I don't know.
What about plastic water bottles?
Okay, so I'm not a big water bottle drinker unless I'm in like a workout class or something and that's what they have. But I have a Berkey water filter and I just fill up my Stanley.
All my water on my house is filtered.
It's great.
So I just drink tap water.
So I would love to do that probably one day at our house, but we have a Berkey filter which filters out like literally you could put like lake water and it would come out clean.
We're totally on the same page with ins. Okay. My next one was romanticizing little moments in life and like taking myself to solo dinners, even though I've always done that. But like romanticizing just like the little things and like going for dinner by myself and like really enjoying the food instead of like worrying about what my conversation is with someone else or are people looking at, like just actually enjoying the food.
Well, so like that's funny because my next in was this like isn't so much a possibility for you, but like taking off the emphasis of social media out of my life. And when I tell you, so I got off for like 3 weeks of January because that was the length of a month.
Yeah.
This month is so long. And then I was like, you know what? I'll dabble. I like have work. I need to check my work Instagram.
Yeah.
But I got back on and I was telling Kendall this morning, I was like, I used to like take a picture and in my mind was like, okay, that's a picture which I don't like do content creation and stuff. So like, who cares? For me, like why?
Right.
Who really cares? And I would be like, or I'd like open Instagram and take a picture through Instagram and immediately post it. And now I'm like, my photo album is just like great photos that are great memories, like not living for Instagram.
Yeah. Oh, I like that. I see what you're saying. Like not taking photos that, oh, this would be a good post
for
to
Instagram,
share.
like have the photo because you'll print it out and it's going to be a memory for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
And that just makes me be more present.
Yeah. I get what you're saying.
But I have the luxury to do that because nobody's caring.
Well, you have a pretty decent following for not caring.
Well, yeah, but I think it's just like, I don't think people care.
Well, your husband was on Very Cavallari. I feel like that amped it up a bit.
That was eons ago. True.
Yeah, I try and think about this all the time because I'm like fully addicted to my phone and scrolling. And I never feel good after doing it. And I try and preach this all the time on podcasts like, oh, you're your own curator of your social media. So you get to choose what you see. But I don't choose my For You page.
Mine's jacked up.
Page. Mine is so jacked. What is yours?
I never go to the For You page. Is that where you click and it shows?
I try not to, yeah.
I almost never look at it, but like there'll be like a little row of things, but they like don't change for a day or so. And it's like the weirdest stuff. And I'm like,
I've done a really good job of hitting like ignore or don't want to see enough so that it's like not too bad anymore. But I get what you're saying though.
yeah, just living life in the present.
Yeah. Again, all these things, what we're trying to get at is these are baby steps.
Yeah.
It
Like nothing
doesn't have
needs,
to-
yeah.
Okay, I'm talking to myself here, but you should love your hair. And let's be real, it's hard to feel that way when you start noticing a little more shedding in the shower or your ponytail isn't as thick as it used to be. I know because I've been there, and I started taking Nutrafol a few months ago now, and I just have thin hair, but I do see a difference, not just in my hair, but in my confidence. I just feel like my hair feels a lot stronger, healthier, definitely less shedding, which is huge. And obviously it's not an overnight fix, but Nutrafol's whole body approach works from the inside out. So I love knowing I'm actually supporting my hair health in the long run. Nutrafol is the #1 dermatologist recommended hair growth supplement brand trusted by over 1.5 million people. See thicker, stronger, faster growing hair with less shedding in just 3 to 6 months with Nutrafol. Start your hair growth journey with Nutrafol. For a limited time, Nutrafol is offering our listeners $10 off your first month subscription and free shipping when you go to Nutrafol.com and enter the promo code VINE. So find out why over 4,500 healthcare professionals and stylists recommend Nutrafol for healthier hair. Nutrafol.com, spelled Nutrafol.com, promo code VINE. Nutrafol.com, promo code VINE. Okay, apartments.com has more rental listings than anywhere else. So finding the perfect place is easier than ever, and so is finally moving in together. Just the two of you. It's a really big step, lots of new responsibilities, lots of adjustments. Most likely they'll wake you up at odd hours to go to the bathroom, and you'll most definitely find yourself in trouble coming home late for dinner. They might even unroll all of your toilet paper next time. It's just what happens when you two find a new place together. But you're not doing it because you feel like it. No, you're doing it because you love them, because they're family. And that's why apartments.com has the most pet-friendly rental listings on the internet, so that you and your furry family can find the perfect new place together. Apartments.com, the place to find a pet-friendly place. I had said focusing on yourself, which that's like a no doy, but I saved this so I could explain it better.
Weak people focus on their insecurities. Arrogant people focus on others' weaknesses. Strong people focus on their strengths. Focusing on others makes you weaker. Focusing on yourself makes you stronger. So focus on yourself and don't worry about anyone else.
Because I find myself focusing so much on other people while I'm scrolling. All I'm doing is focusing on other people.
That's why it's just such a trap.
Yeah.
And like,
it's hard to get. I'm like,
yeah.
Get me out. Why can't I just get out?
You should set like a timer on your social media.
Yeah.
I do. It'll say you have...
Because I try and convince myself that I'm getting creative ideas, because sometimes I am. Sometimes I'm like, that's funny. I want to do that video. Or I'm like, ooh, that triggered something in my brain where now I could make a video that's so relatable in this way because I feel it. I'm sure other people do too. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, try and convince myself I'm just getting educated.
But really you're like...
I'm not. I'm like, go for 30 minutes to like pages of people that you think are funny and like,
yeah,
and then bye.
Lizzie and I were kind of talking about a little different than that, but like focusing on ourselves. Like I was just saying, I'm just at that point where I'm finally starting to feel good post 2 kids and the craziness of like newborn life and postpartum and all of that. Mm-hmm. And like doing things like putting myself together on a daily basis. It's not about trying to look good for other people. It's to like show up for myself and like put on an outfit. You know, don't take the easy way. Like I'm still the queen of a slick back day 4, day 5
You're
hair.
pretty pulled together though, but your mom is one of the most pulled together people I've ever seen in my life.
Nobody does it like Allison Braswell.
She is so good.
She just wakes up and has on an outfit from her accessory that might be holding her sweet little hair back down to her little perfect tennis shoes that are just tied. I'm like, come on.
What else do you have?
For in?
Yeah.
Home cooked meals. I'm like, oh.
Yes.
Oh, because that also fits into the clean-ish lifestyles, like the seed oil concept.
Yes.
So like Worth and I are trying to like cook almost every meal, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, which sounds easy for some. Like it's hard.
Imagine living in New York.
That would be hard.
Like people don't even have kitchens. I saw an apartment once in New York where the girl kept her shoes in her dishwasher because she didn't have a place to put them. And she just did her dishes in the sink and then put them away. But that's where she kept her shoes.
Wait, like her closet shoes? Like her back stock of shoes?
All of her shoes.
What?
Yes.
That is wild.
It's resourceful.
Yeah.
Yeah, home cooked meals. I've been doing the same because I agree with you. And I say this all the time when I'm talking to anyone like Worth, when I'm at Kevin, when I'm at Pilates, and we're all talking about like, okay, you got to eat this amount of protein and this. I get so overwhelmed because I was traveling so much, but I've actually been home quite a bit more than usual. And cooking every meal feels so good.
You just know what's in it. It's like,
yeah,
so much better. And it's amazing. Like I'll spend time now that I'm like trying to not focus on social media as much. I have more cookbooks and I'll sit down and just like go through them. And it's just like nice to plan out what I want to do for the week.
Sit down and read a cookbook.
I love it.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I always get my recipes from you, so you just keep on reading.
I test them and then I send them.
Yeah. Last night I made that fried rice. What is the beef?
It's like Trader Joe's like shredded thin sliced beef or something.
Oh my gosh, unbelievable!
It was like a stir fry.
I was so intimidated of Trader Joe's for so long, and yesterday I went.
Isn't it great?
I didn't. Okay, so for some reason I had it in my head that Trader Joe workers were mean.
Oh, they're like the greatest people on earth.
I was like, I lucked out with this one cashier, and she was like, no, our policy is like that the people come first in our community, and I was like, what? She bought my Reese's Pieces.
What?
Yeah. I was like, I'm sorry. I don't even know if I've ever checked out of a Trader Joe's before. Like if I have ever been in Trader Joe's, it's with somebody else and they're checking out. And I was like, I'm a little intimidated. And she was like, I got you. And she was like asking me, like, welcome to Trader Joe's. Like, oh,
What?
we believe in this. And I was like, what? And then I was like, oh, and I'll throw in the Reese's Pieces. And she was like, they're on me.
Stop.
I know. And then I was like, well, now I'm a Trader Joe's
Stan.
Joe Stan.
That's really
for
great.
life.
I love that.
I
got
really,
you.
yeah, she got me. She was really, really sweet. And how do you say Reese's Pieces?
Reese's Pieces, but
How do you say it? Reese's Pieces. Yeah.
Reese's Pieces.
Yeah. Why?
Do you say that?
No. So many people say Reese's Pieces.
I think I used to.
I brought up a commercial on YouTube to watch the Reese's Pieces commercials to see how the man that says them, and it's Reese's Pieces. Just so everybody knows.
I think
so we're all clear.
That makes it okay. But I think we're all clear.
Okay.
3 for 3.
Okay. Oh, my other one was protein. In's protein, just because we're really trying to hit. So you told me it's ideally what you weigh is how many grams of protein. Like that's crazy.
Like the high end
Yeah.
goal. I mean,
Yeah.
again, nobody come for me. Everybody's different. But like, I think even shooting for like, what did I say? 80, 90, 100 is great. But if we haven't been
I'm really
focusing on that,
I'm crushing.
I'm so proud of you.
Just only in like the last 3 days, but
that's great.
I really like that collagen and that you get the protein.
Yes.
And then I also put protein in my protein oats. And then I eat a bunch of eggs. And then I used to not eat meat. I didn't eat meat a while. God, it's been years now. But I didn't eat meat. Well, I guess technically fish is meat. I was pescatarian for
I can't imagine.
like 7 years.
That's
5 years.
5 years?
And then I started dabbling back into meat. And then I was like, red meat, I would never. And now I love red meat again. And I feel guilty about it.
Why?
Just because one time I posted my meal and somebody was like, I thought you were pescatarian. I thought you loved animals. And I was like, it's both. I do love animals. I love eating their meat.
Savage.
But it makes me feel good.
Yeah, it does. It
makes
gives me
me
energy.
feel stronger. It makes me feel more energized.
If I have a
sleep better.
salad without meat on it, I'm hungry 45 minutes later.
There's an out right there. Big ass salads, just a shit ton of lettuce with veggies.
Out.
So out
Yeah,
for me.
out. Because like for lunch, I used to think, I need to have a salad to be healthy.
I know.
Okay, no, I'm getting freaking huge serving of cottage cheese, some chicken, some peppers, like bell peppers to dip in.
Yep.
And then I did some grain-free, seed oil-free, tortilla chips, just a couple of those. And that was my lunch today, and it was delicious.
Yeah, that sounds
Ton
yummy.
of protein, simple.
I got the chicken noodle soup from Trader Joe's. Have you ever had that?
It's really good.
Holy shit, it was
it's good.
delicious. Soup when you're sick just hits different. Okay, my last in. Okay, I got 2. Hair oiling, which I'm on a very big hair oiling journey because I'm sick of being a bald eagle. I mean, I really have, since my hair broke off and I was blonde and started Nutrafol, my hair has definitely grown back. And I can see patches that like have been filled in now and I have less shedding, but I still have thin hair. And I've never tried hair oiling, so I'm like, let's get into it.
Try it.
It's
The consistency you're doing is great.
all the kids are doing it.
That's what they say.
All the kids on TikTok be hair oiling.
All the kids.
And then my other in was, can we please put music in public bathrooms? That should be an in.
Always.
I don't understand the dead silence of a public bathroom, just hearing people rip farts.
That's out.
And
is that what you
shitting.
notice every time you go in a public bathroom?
I'll never forget Shayna, my girlfriend, since I was like 18, asked me, why do you always turn on the tap when you go to the bathroom? And I'm like, because I'm scared I'm going to toot and someone will hear it. Because sometimes they'll slip out when you're peeing. And then she was like, oh, she's like, I don't really toot when I pee. I was like, no, you don't. Just kidding. I was like, oh yeah, me either. But I'm like, you hear, there's no room left for the imagination in a public bathroom.
Nothing.
There's not even floor to ceiling doors unless you're in the Delta Lounge.
Yeah, I hate that. I get like stage fright and then I can't tinkle.
I could only tinkle in public bathrooms.
Well, probably same, yeah.
Unless
but I
it's a
almost
Delta
can't
Lounge.
even tinkle.
Yeah, I know, because
It's just like you get nervous.
plus I get nervous, but I also get like grossed out by other humans in there. I'm like, what happened to us being ladies? No, it's me ripping the farts, but but I'm just so bothered by the noises. That might have something to do with my misophonia as well.
Yeah.
But the sounds in a public bathroom, like somebody blare some good music in here.
Yeah.
It needs to be a
up the
thing.
jams.
Pump up the jams. Pump it up while your feet are stomping and your body's jumping. Pumping. I used to dance to that song all the time. When when you were any dancers out there will know what I'm talking about. When you would go across the floor. Did you ever do that in cheer?
Like maybe, I don't remember.
But we'd go across the floor and I'd be like, can we play Pump Up the Jams? Or I would want Tootsie Roll.
Oh,
Let me see you Tootsie Roll. Tootsie Roll. To the left, to the left. Yeah.
To the right.
I was very obsessed with that.
That's good.
Outs.
Outs. Oh.
I hate small talk. I do not like it one bit. I don't want to do it. I feel like I'm too old for it. I don't care about the weather. I don't care about how you doing? Good. You? Oh, good. I hate it. It makes me so uncomfortable. But I also don't want to sit down at the airport and run into somebody and have a full deep combo.
Why do you think I don't do things so much?
Because you don't like small talk.
Yeah, it just doesn't fill my cup. So actually one of mine was saying yes too much is out. Mm-hmm. I've never been the person that feels like I need to say yes.
No, you don't.
But I'm going to continue that.
You're my muse for saying no more.
I just I know when I want to do something.
Yeah.
Like last weekend when we went to dinner, I knew I wanted to go out to dinner. I was like, I'm excited to go out to dinner. But then tonight I'm like, I'm going to hang with my kids and they're going to go to bed. And then I'm going to really just enjoy
a Saturday night
in the house.
Weekends in. That's in. We're on to
That's
outs.
in.
Well, going out on the weekends, out.
It's out.
I like to party once in a while. I like to put on my party pants and I like to go for it. But that's like once a month, maybe every 2 months to really go for it.
Yeah.
I mean like Broadway, not once a year Broadway.
Yeah, I was going to say once a month, honey. No. Yeah.
Barstool. The fact that I've been to Barstool twice in the past year is shocking to me.
Oh, no. I went to Broadway. We went to Pushing Daisies.
I love Pushing Daisies.
That's the only Broadway jaunt
That's like
I've
a good
done.
non-typical Broadway
it's
too.
like the tip of Broadway, so you're not quite in it yet.
I also feel like shots need to be out.
Shots have never been in for me.
Do you know something? I actually only enjoy shots with Worth.
That man loves a shot.
He could have 5 and you'd never know it. Like his body just processes alcohol and he's just like, nope.
There have been
Well, he's a large man, but
3 to 4 times in our 7-8 years of being together where I was like, you are very drunk. And I want to say it was 3.
Yeah.
And I know he has been, but he does hold it really well.
I will never know. It's very rare. But I do enjoy, especially a shot ski on the mountain. Love that.
I like that too.
That can stay in.
That's in.
Like Rumplemans.
Should we get shots? No.
Never a
Just
good
give
idea.
me a nice drink. I'd like a Cosmo.
The shots are just never, unless it's a mountain, what is it? Peppermint schnapps. Great. Fireball, sure. But out
no.
doing tequila shots?
No.
Absolutely not. That's a big out for me.
It's out. Wait, there was something else good I was going to say. What was your out?
Small talk?
I think I was thinking about my next one.
Oh, tell me.
Anxiety is out.
I am with you. Because I heard Mel Robbins talking about this on a podcast. She goes, everyone needs to stop saying, I have anxiety. I have anxiety. She's like, you can feel anxious about something and you can say, but we're all just overusing and now we all have it because it's become us.
Well, I will say,
Ooh, anxiety. Is that what you were going to say?
Yeah. Anxiety is the worst feeling. And I've had loss. I've had other big life things.
Yeah.
And anxiety was like ruining my life.
Yeah.
And so what I was going to also say was in sertraline. It has worked wonders.
What is that?
Zoloft.
Oh, yeah.
But like living my life without like tiny little demons in my head giving me anxiety.
I know.
I mean, I swear it opened up like a life that I didn't know existed.
I like that you share this because and I've talked about this on podcasts before and in interviews, but for like literally 15 years of my life, I would have childlike meltdowns.
You told me this.
And like pull out my own hair and like in front of guys, like guys I was dating, and I would just be a complete psychopath and I couldn't control myself. And then when I started taking Celexa, I was like,
oh,
I can live a life with no full-on meltdowns like a child having a temper tantrum. And it changed my life.
Well, like I look back when I worked.
Talk to your doctor though.
Yeah. It's not for everybody.
No.
But I do look back and like every Sunday when I worked full time, I would sit in our movie room that had no windows, has no windows.
Oh,
it's like
yeah,
a black
you
room.
had scaries
And
bad.
I would have to get down there first thing in the morning. I would eat my breakfast down there, watch movies all day, and like order lunch, and then we'd order dinner. Like I didn't want to see the day, like the light. I mean, it was so.
And your
spooked
Saturdays
up.
would even get ruined because you're already prepping for your Sunday scaries.
Like I like left the lake early on Sunday because I was like, I need to get in my room.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's not right. And I mean, that was
and
years
that's
ago.
not you either.
But it was for a really long
you're
time. Like, and now I just like getting my anxiety under control this past year was life-giving.
Yeah.
So
okay.
anxiety's out.
Anxiety's out and getting rid of it is in.
Getting rid of it is in.
I
Do what you
feel
got to
that.
do.
Well,
For me,
mine's-
sertraline.
Mine not that deep. My next one. Physical business cards.
Are out? Yeah. Bitch, when have you had a physical business card?
Never in my life.
Don't start now.
Okay. What would I even hand out if I
What would
did
it
have
say?
one? Podcast host.
Entrepreneur.
Caleb Bristowe. Failed scrunchy business.
Not failed. You gave that up.
Yeah, it's
and
true.
I wish you hadn't.
I actually still really grieve the
Clips.
scrunchies and clips.
The clips I miss.
Well, look at my clip I have now.
Oh, it's adorable. Is that a do one?
No.
Oh, it's like looks
Do
like
is
it.
dead.
Do is dead.
Do is dead.
Bring her back.
I do miss Do. And it was not a failure. It was such a fun. I learned so much. It was profitable. And then it was too much for me.
Mm-hmm.
It was just too much.
Got to trim the fat.
Trimmed the fat and Do had to
Mm-hmm.
go, which was really sad. But what would your business cards? Oh, yours is easy.
I think I have them, and it says Cat Campbell Aesthetic Injector or something.
Do you hand them out?
No, but they're at the front desk at
They are?
work, so you can take one in.
Burn 'em.
Take it. Yeah,
No,
they are.
they're
out. You want a business card? You're not going to find cats because they out.
This is your business card. Sell yourself, honey.
But I'm not doing a good job on social media, so I guess I need a business card.
This is when I worked at a restaurant. I would never let a customer look at the dessert menu because I would romance the hell out of it, and I would sell anyone a dessert. I would literally, it would be my goal in life to upsell on a bill because I was so competitive that I'd be
I
like,
bet.
I'm going to have the biggest sales in the restaurant. And I would be like, I sometimes I wouldn't even give people an option. I'd be like, you're getting the chocolate cake. It's warm. It's what is it? It was a.
You're making me hungry. Do you remember the one last weekend? And I got
You would
two.
you would lose your noodle over Earl's chocolate sticky toffee pudding. It literally
Where's
was
Earl?
a warm, it's only in Canada and Seattle and I think Colorado. It's a warm chocolate cake and it's got hot toffee on one side and hot chocolate on the other. And it comes with a scoop of vanilla ice cream in like a basket, like a cone basket.
Sold.
And then when you go into the middle, it's like lava cake in the middle.
I die for a lava cake.
It's insane.
I'm going to make one tonight.
What? Oh yeah. You are a little Susie home baker. I
can do.
What? Can I have that recipe? Was it easy?
Yeah, it's like oh my gosh, Broma Bakery. She's the best like dessert girl on Instagram.
Broma Bakery?
She released a cookbook called Sweet Tooth, and there's so many delicious recipes in there. But at the end, it's like dessert for one or two, and so there's like 6 or 7 recipes for like a chocolate chip cookie, and it makes 2 big ones.
Yum.
So like maybe 4 small ones, and then there's a molten lava cake, and it's for 1 or 2.
Okay, I'm going to put you onto a little something, a hot tip, if you will, from one big wine guy to another. If you are going to drink wine in any amount, a glass, a bottle, you need to be drinking one that's low sugar. High sugar content in wine is the main culprit for hangovers, and a high sugar wine is not good. Nobody's got time for that. So next time the mood strikes for a nice, crisp glass of vino, pick up a bottle of Spade and Sparrows. All 4 varietals are low sugar, made in California, and of course, female founded by yours truly. You can locate your nearest bottle today by visiting spadeandsparrows.com/in-store. All 4 Spade and Sparrows varietals are honestly crowd pleasers. I don't think we've gotten any bad reviews. They're super easy drinking. It's what I drink for wine. And of course, like I said, all low sugar. Find Spade and Sparrows in the wine aisle at Target in Florida, Texas, Georgia, Ohio, Oklahoma, Louisiana, or various other retailers across the U.S., or shop online at spadeandsparrows.com. And of course, my little vino community, you can use code OFFTHEVINE to receive 15% off your first order. Spade and Sparrows, great wine without the rules. Do you have any more outs?
I don't think I do.
I do.
Don't
worry, I do.
Wait, let's see. No, I don't.
One more out for me, running a marathon. I'm sorry, Neve Shulman, that I told you that I was going to run.
Oh.
I can't. I don't want to, unless there's like some cause that I have become passionate about where I can run for that. Sure. And like maybe, you know how Neve Shulman ran with a blind person and like guided him? If somebody asked me to do that, yes. But to just go run a marathon because I said I would, it's out.
Just taking your word is just out.
It's been making me anxious ever since I said that to Neve, because he's like, I'm going to hold you accountable. And I was like,
You're like thinking about it.
Neve, I got the mirror ball. You could have the marathons. Oops. And this is why he doesn't follow me anymore.
Oh my God.
Yeah, okay. I feel like that was a good list.
That was great.
Well, that was fun.
That was fun. I got most excited about the clean living changes.
Is that that was your favorite part of the podcast? I do feel like small little changes, because everyone gets so overwhelmed and so intimidated by like a clean living, which it is intimidating. But once you start doing little things and you're like, oh, okay, we've already made 5 changes, which makes a big difference. And then you just go from there. See how things, I also use clean tampons.
Me too.
Non-toxic tampons. Just CVS brand.
Yeah.
I don't care. Got a heavy flow though. Didn't work as good as the Tampax, but anywho, okay, well, thank you for doing this with me.
Oh my God, anytime.
Bring me a watermelon juice next time.
You got it, girl.
And I'll bring you rosé next time.
Great.
Okay.
Even though you said that last time and I still
I know,
didn't.
now you're here. And I put it up again. I'm Kaitlyn Bristowe. Your session is now ending. And if I'm being honest, I wouldn't mind a rating and review.